Holy, I thought I was done making videos today, right? No, seriously, I was like, all right, relaxing. You know what I mean? I made 3 videos. Now we're gonna be making four. What did I tell y'all? Who's been watching my videos lately? Y'all about to know what's going on because I've been telling you, watch Sony. That they're the worst. An update on PlayStation 5 pricing in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Oh man, they're increasing the prices of the consoles. Yeah, in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. US not yet because the prices they don't know yet. And tariffs were paused for 90 days, certain aspects. Um, but I was trying to tell people that this is just the beginning. Wait, you think you've seen anti-consumer? It's there's more around the corner, and that Nintendo is nowhere near even close to being the worst. And then here comes Sony, right? The other day, PlayStation Plus prices increase. Now we have the hardware price going up. Oh, trust me. Let's see what Microsoft does next. I promise you, all of them are going to be trying some stuff. But Sony, man, they ain't having nothing good happen this year. It's crazy. Are we ready to see these prices? We're going to get to some comments in a second. So clicking on this, by the way, Wario posted something here. PlayStation 5 price to rise in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Click on the website. Oh man, after that, then this the next day. Okay, Sony. PS5 price to rise in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Disk drive for PS5 price will also be reduced. So they're gonna take down the price of disk drives. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. Definitely when you have 80 to 85% of your community being digital. You should have just included it. So you know the pro price is gonna go up. With the backdrop of challenging economic environment, including high inflation. Uh-oh, y'all, we can't ignore it anymore. Now, son, people, that's why I told them shut the hell up with that. Now you gave Sony ideas. High inflation. Sean Layden just talked about high inflation. Why am I not surprised? And fluctuating exchange rates. They're including the tariffs. Sony Interactive Entertainment has made a tough decision to raise the recommended retail price of the PlayStation 5 consoles in select markets in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Europe. Digital is now $500. Why is digital going up? UK. Digital is £429 in the UK. They're not messing with the physical, but only the digital. It's weird. £429 in the UK for digital only. Australia, $829 for the standard PlayStation 5 now. The digital is $749. $750 pretty much. New Zealand's paid $949 for the standard PlayStation 5 and $859 for the digital. Let's just talk about this right now. Okay, first and foremost, Sony already sold the amount of consoles that they wanted to sell, right? So we see over here, by the way, this starts tomorrow with the PlayStation Plus prices going up too in certain regions. Sony, after everything. What I tell y'all? What what did I tell y'all? Once again, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Nintendo was the one to come in front first, but theirs doesn't come anywhere near close to Sony's. And everything that you could have been doing on their and Microsoft's platform. What do I mean by that? Microtransactions, Battle Pass, Season Pass. I mean, look at Marathon already. It's supposed to be a free to play game. Charge. Then here comes the Battle Pass. Then here comes the microtransactions. I've been giving you guys an example. Here. And if it is crossplay, guess what? It doesn't matter because you're going to have to buy the game again because it's not free to play. Unless they have something going on with some universal license, but doubt it, not happening. But anyhow, it's kind of odd that the standard on certain regions didn't get touched. But more hardware manufacturing when you think about Blu-rays and all that. But the digital does, and then in Australia and in New Zealand, they get hit hard with the standard. They already overpriced the Pro, so that's why they're not going to touch it in those regions. But oh man, what do you guys have to say now? It's crazy, and I'm telling you right now, this is the beginning. Watch the price of PS6 and the next Xbox. Watch the prices of a lot of other things. Watch games go up to 79 from first party Sony and Microsoft. That's gonna happen. Guys, I promise you it's gonna happen. Game Pass is gonna go up to $25 a month. Just remember. So Sony's lost their mind though. Man, I think that they should have adjusted a little bit later. But no, they didn't. So with all the money that they're losing too, they're taking no shit, meaning that though we messed up, right? We messed up, right? We made stupid decisions with the live service, and now we're getting hit with taxes. And there's inflation. Please, guys, we just have to let you know there's inflation going on. Not falling for that. So yeah, Sony's not taking no losses. We already lost enough money. We're jacking the price up again. I already jacked up the prices before. Remember in Japan, they jacked up the price of the PS5 Pro and the PlayStation 5. That's why they're not touching Japan, because they've already done that there. And Nintendo's coming in selling stuff cheaper there. Interesting, huh? Yeah, Sony's just being the worst right now. I can't find anything this year where, as a PlayStation gamer, definitely towards the end of last year too, that makes me want to say that I would be very proud to be a PlayStation gamer if I was like only in that ecosystem. You know what I mean? No. It's like you canceled everything, you're doing all this and that, and now you're jacking up the prices again. You already jacked up the price at the beginning of the generation. Now you're jacking up the prices again. So yeah, I don't know. I'm I'm curious to see what Microsoft is going to do, knowing that they live in America though. This is why I think that because Microsoft is American, they can be okay. But let's see if they still decide to jack up some hardware prices, because they already didn't lower their hardware prices to begin with, though they were selling at a loss. So I think because Sony is coming from Japan and they're doing chips out of nowhere shipping into US. There's some changes here. Still, though, I don't agree with any of this, but man, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Let's see if this is there even any down here. I can't believe the Series S would do this. Troll. Oh, Jeff Grubb is actually the first person to post on this. That's interesting. Mercenary, welcome to the generation where everywhere's consoles just keep going up in price instead of going down. You guys are the dumbest MFers I've seen in years. Oh man, he's not happy. Yeah, this is interesting, right? Where we're in this type of generation where there has not been a single price drop. Instead, there's price increases. 5 years into the generation almost. We're heading towards the fifth year because obviously they launched at the end of 2020. But I'm saying after 4 years have happened, prices are now going up. This is the most, like I told people, this is the most ridiculous generation I've ever seen in my life as a gamer. Everything is just over ridiculous. Everything. Politics, all of it. Unfinished engines, pronouns, canceled games, the shit Nintendo's is happening now, the stuff with Microsoft, like everything is just insane to where you would never see it. Wait, hold on, wait, what? Now they're multi-platform. Now this is all over here. Stuff that you would never see ever in your life before is now insane. Ponies, sit down. You don't have nothing to say right now. There's nothing to defend unless you just want to be open idiots. Man, talk about Sony telling Nintendo, hold my beer. No, hold multiple beers. Because you're going to need to be drinking for a long time. Something I just made up and added in. Yeah, that's a statement that they're going to have to be talking about. Y'all, what the hell? Let's go to Wario's comment thread real quick. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit of a refreshment here. Let's get a little bit of a refreshment here. Let's see if this is trending yet, because I promise you, this is going to be trending eventually. It just dropped like literally 20 minutes ago, damn near. So it hasn't been that long. I'm right on it. I'm getting right on it as soon as it comes out. I want to get it out the way. USA next. Yeah, we're going to see what happens, right? They have to be more careful about the US price since it's their biggest market. Honestly, could see US being the lost leader. If they don't, it's their biggest market. Same thing with Nintendo too. It's a third of their market. I can understand this. Well, incoming Switch 2 price increase too at the tariff. stuff keeps up. Well, hopefully things reason down to 10% over here, and we don't have to worry about that. Same with over Vietnam. It depends on the base that they're manufacturing at. So I think we're going to be fine. But oh man, but who knows what's going to happen in the next few years, right? Because PlayStation launched at the beginning compared to now, we've seen stuff go up over time, and that's why I'm telling people you need to worry about it. And that right now would be the best time to get one if you were thinking about getting a Switch or whatever. Go ahead and get it out the way. So then you have your hardware invested into. Has no, it's them wanting to do that. Thanks. That's idiot right here. Idiot. That's not why this is happening. I'm so glad I buy my consoles at launch, man. Thanks, Donald. Possibly he could have a little bit to do with that. Let's go take a look at some comments over here. Buy a PS5 now if you don't have one. Another price increase. Damn, see, that's what I mean. It happened again. $900 for a 6-year-old console with no games is laughable. Well, it's over 4+ years old now. We're heading into our 5th year. When is the release date? PS6? Tell me it's cheaper. Really, dude? Just buy a PC at this point. Those prices are going to be ridiculous. You don't think those are going to go up? They've already went up and they're going to continue. Imagine those prices when that shit hits. Oh my God, man. It's like, good Lord. It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. Greedy MFers. This, they are going to double it when GTA 6 pre orders drop. You know, this guy is trolling. But at the end of the day, what do we have to say? Let's go over to Resetera. Wow, just buried at midnight on a Sunday. It literally says for UK and Europe, no price changes. Ah, never mind. No, you're wrong. Are they trying to eat the tariff losses through Europe? Is this the second time they're being raised in these countries? Effing wild times we live in. Oh, I have to agree with you. It's pretty crazy. F off, Sony. What the F is this? Calm down. I already corrected myself. Digital edition going up 50 pounds and disk drive going down 40. It literally does not. I can't believe I bought my digital edition for $399 in 2020. It's gone up 20% in 5 years. Yeah, I understand. Now, what's interesting is what are they going to do about the hardware manufacturing? Are they going to jack up the prices of their physical games? Are they going to touch Plus in other areas? What's next? Game Pass and Xbox hardware. Let's see what happens there. But like I said, Microsoft is an American company, so I'm curious to see, you know what we could do? Very interesting, right? Xbox manufacturing base. We could type something like this, right? Guadalajara, Mexico, China, and Taiwan. Hmm. Well, they got hit with that. They got hit. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Huh. We'll find out in the next few days. But damn. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. I mean, ponies, sit down. We're witnessing this year, and I've told this to people before, the worst opening year for Sony in gaming history, probably. The past 6 months has just been absolutely abysmal for them. It just can't get a break with anything negative coming out. Like I'm looking around, y'all know. No, seriously, just think about this. I'm looking around and like I'm like, well, let me see if I can do something positive on PlayStation for once. You know what I mean? Like in a sense of like, let's see what news are coming out. I just can't find it. It's hard, right? And then you got these fanboys sitting there saying, "Oh, you're doing this and that." It's like, guys, what do you mean? What is there to talk about positive? Like, do you want me to be positive about Marathon? Do you want me to be positive about that showcase? Do you want me to be positive about those canceled games? You want me to be positive about bad leadership? You want me to be positive about price hikes, console price hikes again? Um, what is there to really talk about for PlayStation when you're sitting there with a smile on your face and you feel like you're happy as a PlayStation gamer? I'm really not convinced from what I've seen. It's just going to be hard. I could understand, as an Xbox gamer from a Game Pass perspective, you know what I mean? Because you actually have games to play and they're putting games elsewhere. But from a PlayStation perspective, I don't know. It just feels disappointing. Definitely considering that you would think that they beat Microsoft this generation in hardware sales. They sold more games than them. They have more market share. But this year, they've made so many mistakes the previous years that it's hurting them big time now. So they're just not doing well in that department when it comes to pro consumer, when it comes to software, and when it comes to balance, when it comes to showing love to the gaming community. It kind of seems like they're just not doing so well there. And are able to go on um, autopilot because they have such an advantage over Microsoft in a sense, and it kind of feels like they're doing that. And that's why you want Nintendo to come around the corner because that will make competition more interesting. Otherwise, they will just autopilot and do this type of behavior. And Microsoft can't do anything to stop it. So, what's the remedy? Somebody whooping their ass in the competition space. You know what I mean? It's like coming in and straightening you out, taking the market from you. Nobody likes that being snatched from them. You know what I mean? So, things need to happen. But yeah, it's getting pretty crazy over here. Greed is getting deadly. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Didn't expect this today, but it came out of nowhere. All right, look out for this, y'all.